Hi everyone, this is CY once again. I have found something actually quite interesting about the grind indicator. So stay tuned to find out what's so interesting about the grind indicator actually. It has to do with something that make it easy for you to screw back your collar. So stay tuned, right? So if you are the first time joining my channel, this is CY once again. My channel is all about having fun making coffee, and do remember to hit the subscribe button and like button if you want to stay updated with all our future video releases. So if you don't want to miss any of the video that we make for you, do subscribe and make sure you ring the bell, right, for the notification. So let's see what we're going to do today, right? Today's topic is about DF64, right? I'm just going to make a few more videos on DF64, and I think I'm more or less completed the series of DF64. Yeah, because we have something really exciting coming out, which is also a grinder. So very soon we'll be revealing the grinder to everyone. It is also a 64mm flatbed grinder. Okay, I don't want to say anything about that, so just stay tuned and we'll be releasing that grinder pretty soon. Right, all of you know that if you have been following my channel, I've been doing quite a lot of videos on the DF64, and recently I discovered something about this grind indicator. So of course I have made a video. I think my last video was trying to not really teach, maybe to share with how I actually install my grind indicator, right? You may not like the green, but I kind of like the lime green here because I like the apple green color. Okay, so let me remove this. So when you remove this, you can just unturn, right? You don't have to try to pry this open. You can just unturn, right, and the whole thing just pop out. And next, what you can do is actually to place on something that's soft, and then what you need to do is just push down gently, and then you pull it out. You can see I'm actually doing it with one hand. Okay, maybe not so good with one hand, but I'm trying my best here. Okay, probably not with one hand, but anyway, you can turn it over, right? And you can see that the grind indicator has been pushed all the way to the top, and then you just have to gently take it out, and it is out, right? So right now I'm going to show you something cool. Let's install the grind indicator back. Push all the way down, right? So remember, we used to be when we try to install this collar back, we used to have to press against the spring, right? Today's grinder is a bit dirty, right? That's probably the dirtiest it gets. So let me grab my vacuum cleaner and do some house cleaning since we already opened this. So I got this tiny vacuum cleaner from AliExpress. Okay, let me adjust this so that you can actually vacuum the side as well. This thing can be, I believe it can be removed. Okay, probably it's difficult to do with one hand, but never mind. I think that's good enough. Okay, since I like my bench to be clean, right? Okay, so something really cool, right? So that you can see that now the burr is actually held in one place. It's not moving anymore because it's held in place by this grind indicator. So right now what's going to happen is I'm just going to align. I'm just going to place the burr back, right? Okay. So what happened is that I will try to, okay, so let me just leave it up slightly so that it's easier for me to put this tree position into the spring. Right, so I'm just going to put this into the spring so that it sits nicely, right? And after that, you just have to push in your grind indicator all the way down, and then you start to turn, right? Right, you can see you should be able to screw in pretty easily because the grind indicator actually lock your this funnel, the metal funnel, and your collar together so it doesn't wobble. So since it doesn't wobble, so it makes the screwing a lot easier. So right now I'm just going to screw in all the way. You can see that I'm doing this with one hand. Right, so right now let's test the 0 point. Okay, now the grinder is really spinning. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch on the grinder, and I will slowly turn until you hear the two burrs touching each other. Yep, and I do not want my burr to be touching, so I'm going to unscrew back a little bit, and this will be my 0 point, right? So switch off the power, turn your grind indicator to a 0 point, and then from then onward this is actually your 0 point, and you can unscrew and go whichever grind setting you want later on. Right, what happens if you accidentally turn your grind indicator? Just repeat the same thing, find the 0 point again, I think you're good to go. So yep, so this is something I found out. With your grind indicator on, it will make the screwing of the collar much easier, and you don't really have to put your finger underneath or use something underneath to pry it out. This is really easy for removal. And remember, these are 3D printed stuff, so eventually it may crack or it may break. So these are like wear and tear items. So for my Singapore customers, if yours is ever broken, yep, just drop by my office for a cup of coffee, and then I'll make one new one for you, right? So do not worry if this is broken for my own customer, right? Right, so thank you for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a short one, and just something that I found out, and I'm very eager to share with everyone my findings, so that I hope it can benefit you in your installation of the grind indicator if you ever use one, right? I think it pretty much work for any grind indicator that is slightly thicker and slightly beefier, right? I don't think you will be able to use the thinner one like my first version. So that one may not be able to may not be able to hold the metal funnel and the collar together tightly, right? So this is something for you to consider. And I'm actually sending my design to be fabricated CNC in the wood. So right, this part will be made in wood, so it'll be a lot nicer, right? So it'll be natural wood color. Of course, I'll be using the same material as the walnut, right? So I hope they'll be coming very soon. Right, so thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon in the next video, and stay safe.